Hi, my name is Gaille. I'm a Looke Studio expert and the founder of the Gaille Report. In this video, we continue to observe how to create cohort analysis template by yourself. If you missed the first video, please come back for the previous one because here I will just continue what I started in the first video. Just short reminder, if you like this template but you don't have time or you don't want to create these Google Sheets from the scratch, you can go to my website, click to template store, find this cohort analysis and just buy it, and you will have our Google Sheet and just start to use it in 10 minutes. For those who want to know how to do it, let's continue. In the first video, we checked which data do we need for the start, on which data we create our cohort analysis. Also, we observed our cohort work LTV tab. Next step, we make a pivot table from this document. How we do it? Let's go to the pivot LTV tab. I will make a copy, duplicate this tab just to have opportunity to remove something. And let's check what do we have here and how do we work with this. First column, it is first purchase month. Basically, this is our cohort. If you decided to observe cohort week by week, this will be first purchase week, or first purchase day, or whatever. If you have something with years, purchases could be year, but okay, we work with months. Here I use unique formula, and I take unique data from our previous tab, column G. Let's see what it is. This is our first tab where we worked with our data, column G. It's first sale month. So we just take unique data from this column. And we have this data, we have this first sale month is November 2022. They're not organized, so just we have several rows where you can see all our first month purchases. Then we count how many new customers we got from this month. For this, I use count if formula. Let's make it easier for now. Remove. So let's check how can we count new customers for each month. I use count unique ifs formula. So we count unique users if some conditions. What is our conditions? Check range. Our range is our previous tab column C. This is user ID column. Then we checked criteria range. It's column G is the same as this is first sale month, and A2. This is A2, first purchase sale. So how can we say it other words? If first sale month is the same as here, please count unique user ID. This is our formula, how to count new customers. Then we add spent column that we didn't have before. This we take from our input, and this is additional information that it is not a basic cohort analysis. This is additional information to calculate customer acquisition cost. But anyway, what we do, okay, I will repeat it here. We take our input column, this one where we added spend, and we see if year month here is the same as the first purchase month, we just summarize total spend. If you have only one ad channel, you can summarize on this. If you have 5, 6, 7 ad channels, you can add columns here, and anyway, in that formula you calculate summary of this one, all from all your sales channels or spends channels, and just summarize them here. Year months formula here is the same that we observed in the first video. I extract date and month and change day for the first of the month. This is our year months formula. So that is it. Pivot LTV. This is our tab what we're checking. So our spend, we count total spend for each month. Revenue. This is our revenue for current month. So this is not LTV, this is not lifetime value. This is just revenue for this month. How we calculate it? Again, here I use array formula. Inside of array formula, our formula is sum if. So we use data range, cohort, work, LTV, E, it's month year. This is current sale month. So month year is the same as first purchase. So please count revenue. It means this revenue, it doesn't mean that only from new customers. It is not revenue from your new customers. It's your total revenue for this month. This is an important moment. So spend, this is total spend for current month, for this month, and this is total revenue from new and return customers. This is important. Then we have lifetime value. Here we use maximum from these columns. Again, I don't think that it is correct. It should be summary. Anyway, doesn't matter for now. We need for what is really important, and this is month 0, month 1, month 2, month 3, blah blah blah. On the previous tab, we split our revenue by month. For each order, we know which month number is it. So to count these numbers for us is already easy. We use formula. So some ifs. In this formula, we check cohort work LTV n. Let's see, this is month number 0, and this month's number 0. So we want to make a summary from column month 1 from previous tab. If cohort LTV G, where is it? G is first sale month. Yeah, first sale month. If first sale month is the same, is equal of this one. So we count only month 0 purchases for users for whom this month was a first sale month. Again, I will repeat it because it is maybe. We count all revenue for these users for whom how much revenue these users brought us for the first month. This we see how much revenue these 84 users brought us on the second month, on the first month. Like if the first purchase was in January, so this will be February, and this will be March, April, blah blah. So these 84 users for the first month, for like this is November, okay. In November, they brought us this amount of money. In December, they brought us, the same users brought us this amount of money, and In January, they brought this amount of money. And that is it, and 0 later. Same for all other users. I made this formula a bit more complicated because I want to see empty rows here. So I just wrote like if column A is empty, yeah, it means null. If error, I'm not sure if that even I need if error formula here. So this we calculate revenue for each month for each cohort. So this is what we do in this tab. We find all our cohort. We count all users for each cohort, found revenue for each month, spent for each month, and found how much money each cohort brought us for each month. Poof. I can remove this tab because I made a copy. So this is, you can see 1.1, we did it for each order. This we grouped by cohort. And the next tab, this is LS. LS means Looke Studio LTV. This tab, we work already with this pivot, and we update this pivot tab that we can use for the view that we can use in Looke Studio. So in the last tab, what we do here, first of all, the first columns here, you can see I use this bracket, and I just copy our 4 our 4 columns. 4 columns, 1, 2, 3, 4. I just copy exactly these 4 columns because I don't like, they're already fine and we don't need to change it. Here is more interesting. Here LTV is maximum, but here it already makes sense because what we do, for example, let's say on the previous tab, on the first month, this user brought this money, on the first month, this money, blah, blah, blah. But we want to see cumulative effect. Lifetime value, it is cumulative effect. So here formula of lifetime value is correct already. We count maximum from each month, maximum from all this row, and this is correct. Why? Here it is correct. This, I just copy my months from the previous tab. You see that I use pivot LTV-F. Pivot LTV-F. Yeah. So for month 0, we are good. Month 0 is correct. I showed it here. I don't use formula. I just say, please use column F. So we don't touch these rows. I can make them gray. And we don't touch this because they were correct in the previous tab. And here we already start to change something. We wanted to see lifetime value as a cumulative, so we need to summarize this number plus what we have here, 941. And this is exactly what we do in this formula. We say, we say if A2 is null, use null. I really love to do it. You see, it's like it's a bit more work when you write these formulas, but your dashboard looks much more clear and clean when you do this stuff. So please, if A2 if is 0 means 0, then our formula sounds like that. If G2 is 0, if then 0. If pivot LTV-G. So if this is 0, here we have 941. But if it is 0 plus use empty cell, But if it has anything, please do summary from this row, from this, for month 2. So you see, it's this number is bigger than this one. And we can see cumulative effect from this cohort. Let's check on month 2. Again, if A is empty, it's mean empty. If month 2 on the previous tab is 0, please use empty cell. But if it is not, let's do summary of FH. FH, it is already 3 columns. So we do summary from all like this 3 months. Same stuff for other months. Here we can see month 3, it's 0. So here we don't have anything here. And we can say, so LTV, this is maximum from this row. And this is our LTV. And this is common LTV for all cohort. So if you want to calculate lifetime value per user, you should, where is it? Divide it by this, if you want. For here, I moved this calculation to Looke Studio level, and here I count total lifetime value for all cohort customers. Same stuff for all other rows. I just copy these formulas for all months and all rows. And this document is ready to connect to Looke Studio. Let's check. Click to edit. This tab calls 1.3 LS LTV. Let's check. 1.3 LS LTV. Yeah. So this table is connected to this Google Sheet. And we can see that here we have already smaller numbers, because as I said, I moved this calculation from Google Sheets level to Looker Studio level. And for example, you can see that lifetime value here, I use formula like summary of LTV divided by new customers. Same for each month, summary of month 2 divided by new customers. This is how do you prefer. For me, it was easier in this case to move these calculations to Looker Studio because of some reasons. You can do it in Google Sheets, really as you prefer. That is it actually for lifetime value calculation. Here we can add a ROAS column. We don't have it here, but we can divide LTV by customer acquisition cost to see our profit. That, yeah, it's as you prefer. Next table of this dashboard is customer retention count. So this is lifetime value. This is how many customers stays with us, and the same data in percentage. And that is it. Basically, logic here is the same with revenue. This is these 3 purple tabs in our Google Sheets. Basically, I do exactly same stuff like cohort work LTV. This table, it's exactly the same table. One difference is here on months we counted revenue. Here we count we counted number of users. Yeah, here I just use one instead of revenue. We just change it for 1, because each row it means one order, one purchase. So other tabs absolutely the same. With LTV we counted here revenue. Here we count number of users. That is a difference. It's the same logic with this Looker Studio prepared document. And we connect this tab to Looker Studio, and we can get customer retention count and customer retention percentage. Percentage, just you to know, I can show you, for example, month 1. This is month number 1, number of users month number 1 divided by new customers. That is it, actually. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I'm done, I think, with observation of this dashboard. Whew. Hope you like it. Let me know if you have questions. Again, small reminder, if you want to have this dashboard but don't want to create it from the scratch, you can always buy it from my website. You can go to Gaille Reports, go to template store, find this dashboard here, and just you will get it fast, and you can start to use it in half an hour. If you want to know how to use Looke Studio, please enroll to my online course where I will talk about Looke Studio opportunities and how can you use it in your marketing work. Yeah, let me know if you have questions, and if you like this video. Hope to see you soon in my next videos, and bye bye.